belt. This one's made by 511. Could this everyday item be your best self-defense weapon? Now, we know that we're not talking about using one of these for self-defense in this type of video. I'm talking about if you're in a non-permissive environment, you're in an area where you cannot carry a sidearm or carry a blade, but you have to carry something else, a non-permissive, what we call improvised self-defense tool. Will a belt work for self-defense? And this has been a discussion in martial arts and self-defense schools for years and years and programs. And in the movies, it becomes a popular tool you see from time to time, or weapon, where someone will whip off their belt. Somebody else has got a knife. They're coming at them with their knife, and they're swinging this. And there are different techniques that you can use to defend yourself. But I wanted to ask the question and get an idea of what you think. Is this? Hey, Studer, it's good to see you. Studer's back in Minnesota. He was down here in Florida. I'm sorry we didn't get together. But I hope you made it back safely. It was a good trip and you had fun while you're down here. And I know you have a place or you come down here a lot, so maybe we'll see each other again soon. But the question is, could this everyday item be your best self-defense tool? Now, the first thing this has going for it is that you wear it on your body, so you can take it anywhere and everywhere. Because it has a metal buckle, you're going to have to take it off when you go through TSA. But you put it on the conveyor belt, you get to the other side, they're going to give it back to you, you put it back on your waist. So you can carry this. The second thing that this has going for in its favor is this heavy metal buckle. So if you were to use this as a flail, if you were to swing it at somebody, you can cause some distraction. You might be able to smash their hand, hitting them with this hard, thick metal buckle, especially this style. These are solid. Hey, T, it's good to see you. T says, yes, a hidden weapon. So this hidden weapon has this metal buckle. This is a solid piece. These are really well constructed. This is the one I carry when I conceal carry. This is my concealed carry belt. It's a nice leather belt. It looks good with all of my limited wardrobe that I wear for when I'm working, but I'm not carrying it like right now. I'm at work. I have my plates on. I have everything out in the open. You can see all the things that I'm carrying. I'm not going to show you for the video, but you can imagine I have everything I need to effectively do my job. But if I'm working and I'm not showing you what I have everything concealed, this is the one I'm wearing. When I go places where I can't carry a self-defense tool, a gun, I can still wear this belt. So that's one in the column of, yes, this is an excellent self-defense option because you can take it wherever you go. So the most important question to answer, though, is it effective? And to discover the answer to that, I think we have to ask, how would you use it? So there are multiple ways you can use it. One simple way is to wrap some of the leather, and this is a thick leather, which doesn't cut easily. Hey, Doug. Doug says, nice belt. Thank you, Doug. This is the 511 belt. This is their casual duty carry belt. You can wear this if you carry on your hip and it's open carry. You can also carry it concealed. So I carry this one. I do both, depending on what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing something nice and I'm not wearing my vest, then I might carry this, or I do carry my my holster. I have a nice leather holster that fits onto this one. And then when I'm concealed, I have a nice paddle holster, and it goes in the waistband, but I carry this is on the outside. So if I were to pull this off, I can wrap this around my knuckles. By having it in my hand, I've created that loaded fist. So this is one thing that you're going to do. You can strike with it. I just saw the comment, something about taking it off your waist. Some people say, if you take off your waist and your pants are going to fall down. That's never happened to me. I don't know. Maybe your pants are too big, or and I don't mean to offend anybody because this has happened to me too. Sometimes your belly gets too big and then your pants don't fit around your belly and then your pants are falling down. So if that's the case, I have a simple solution. I have an inner belt, which is made out of Velcro. The one I'm carrying now, I have a nice duty belt. It's a two-piece belt. I've got a Velcro on the inside that goes through my belt loops. And then you attach the big, thick duty belt on the outside of that. You could wear that thin Velcro belt and then put this around. You could even put a piece of string around your waist Yeah, or like Studer says, get some suspenders. So if that's a concern, there are ways to mitigate that concern. Thank you, Doug, for that super chat sticker, that super chat. I really appreciate that. Um, so first thing, you can hold it like this. You could also hold it this way to protect your knuckles a little bit. Although I don't find this to be very effective at all. I think wrapping around here, you can wrap it all the way so that just a little bit of the buckles out, and you can slash and strike with that. And you could use this to defend against if someone's slashing at you with a knife. Now, this kind of leather has the way these belts are made, they usually have, and you can get some that have like an inner core. You can get some that have like an inner feel thin steel core that's super flexible. That makes it better for concealed carry, for holding your gun belt and your gun in place, and that gives you even more protection. It's harder to cut through several pieces of leather, but if they have a really solid knife and it's very sharp and they know how to slash, it's going to slash through eventually. So this is not the ultimate. So in the case of trying to defend yourself against, yeah, Doug says hammer strikes, coming down this way, smashing back this way, hitting the guy behind you, smashing down into his groin. Also using this part, smashing, swinging your whole arm, generating massive force, sticking that through his face. That's going to be very effective. The other way that you can consider using it is you wrap some of it, and then, like I said before, this is kind of like a flail. You start to swing this, and this striking someone's face, striking the hand. Yeah, Eric says, personally, he says that's what the expandable baton's for. Eric, what we're talking about is at places you can't take your expandable baton. You can't take the expandable baton on a plane, but you can take this on the plane. You can't take the expandable baton into a Mets game, but you can take this into the Mets game. So, courthouse. Take this into the courthouse. You're not taking the expandable baton, the gun, the knife, the baseball bat, the tire iron, the tire thumper, all the things that we like for self-defense that are effective. There are no questions. It's not a question of what's the most effective self-defense tool. It's really about non-permissive environments, places you can't take those other things, but you can take this. You know that one of my personal favorites is the walking cane. Another recent personal favorite is the umbrella, especially an unbreakable umbrella or a self-defense umbrella like the Uzi umbrella. But one of these heavy-duty belts. And the nice thing is, I would say, this is like a medium on the effectiveness scale because of the weight of the buckle. The buckle's heavy and it hits hard, and that's going to slash some skin, and that's going to break some skin when it hits people. This could break maybe the finger or the bones in the hand. I don't think it would break the bones in the arm, but you can get a thicker knife or a thicker belt buckle. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. You can get a thicker belt buckle that's heavier. And some people make probably like on Etsy, or you could find someplace. I did put a link in the description for this one, but you can find. Yeah, Studer says the 1992 field manual 21 through 150 covers using the belt. So yeah, the military teaches the belt. I remember being a Marine and going through and having an instructor just teach everything, anything and everything from your teeth to your forehead to your elbows, your knees, your hands, your fingernails. And the point was, if it's life or death, you got to defend yourself, anything and everything. Boot, helmet, belt, pulling off that belt. And for those of you guys who are in the military, you know that those old canvas belts that we wore, they had that nice thick brass, thick buckle, and that'll take an eye out. That'll slash the face a little bit. You could swing it in a way to keep somebody back. Now, would I bet my life on it? That's, I think, the biggest question. That's what I want you to answer. Would you bet your life on, is this the most effective self-defense tool you could possibly have? And maybe it's a question of, maybe it's not the most effective, but it's very effective. So I'm going to wear this. I'm going to carry a cane, and I'm going to carry a pocket stick in my pocket, or have a roll of quarters, or a security. I'm going to have a flashlight in my bag or in my pocket so I can smash with that and smash with that. So maybe it's just a matter of having multiple self-defense tools. So maybe it's not about the best, but it's one of the best. So I think if you get like a thicker, heavier buckle, then you increase the effectiveness. I think this particular belt is going to be very effective. you can train in martial arts like Kung Fu and Hapkido, the Filipino martial arts, where they use flexible weapons, where you would block with it, you would tie a hand, rip somebody to the ground, tie somebody up, pull it behind their back. Hey, James, it's good to see you. Yeah, James says tactical pin in your pocket, flashlight in your other pocket, belt on your waist, cane in your hand. I mean, there's so many things. I like to use these Captains of Crush squeezers, and this would be a very effective. I mean, there's anything you pick up, you can use to defend yourself as a point. So, is this the most? Could this self-defense tool save your life? Is it the best? Is the belt in general the best self-defense tool? Now, I've done these videos before where I've used other belts that are like really thin canvas belts, and I don't think those would be effective in self-defense at all. But I think a good, solid, sturdy leather or even canvas belt, like a thicker web belt, if you had a nicer duty belt or a nicer um, concealed carry belt, and even with like a really hard plastic buckle that's heavier, thicker. And again, they make some buckles, they make a knife on a buckle. You can get a knife on a buckle. Of course, you're not taking that through TSA, so that would kind of defeat the purpose. But you can get a nice, solid, thick cowboy belt. This is what we called them when we were kids, cowboy belts. And I'm not even talking about the big Ledoux, what do you call that? Rodeo. I'm not talking about rodeo belt. Yeah, Paradigm says uh, the if you put that comment in the comment section, he was talking about a company that makes a really solid self-defense belt that you can carry. So, and a lot of knife makers might make belts. I know that was a trend for a while. I haven't seen any lately, but you can research and find, and then just add to your repertoire, add to your self-defense wardrobe a nice solid belt, and you might not ever use it, but you might find yourself in a situation where it's the only thing you have. If it's someone with this and they're coming at you and they're slashing or they're thrusting, and you have something like this and you can create a little bit of distance and you can smash him in his face as he tries to come in with you or at you, and somebody's going to say, well, he's going to just keep coming, and yeah, he might. But if your plan is to fight until you get away so that you're free, right? And then we always know you're supposed to run away if you can, and so we just assume that you haven't been able to run away. Here you are, he's closed the distance, you didn't get away in time, either you didn't see it, you can't run, any number of reasons. And this comes out, but you've already pulled this off, and you can smash him in the face 3 or 4 times. And here's what I'm going to say, because I know what the comments are going to be. The comments are going to be, well, somebody who knows how to fight with a knife is going to get through. Well, yeah, probably. That goes back to that old stupid saying, well, if you go, SEAL Team 6 is going to beat you if you're trying to defend, you're trying to defend yourself with a fighting cane, and Brock Lesnar is going to come in and, scoop you up and dump you on your ear and beat you to death with your own cane. Yeah, probably. But what are you doing fighting Brock Lesnar? I'm not talking about fighting Brock Lesnar. I'm not talking about fighting SEAL Team 6 or Jocko Willink or whatever. I'm talking about you got a belt, you got a crazy person with a knife, and you don't know what else to do, but you've trained a little bit and you got your belt off, and you were, yeah, slippery slope fallacy, Cornholio says. Thank you so much. Good point. But you go out in the backyard or you go in the hallway and you hang a sock with a tennis ball in it from a string from the rafter or from a low-hanging branch, and then you just practice smashing it and working on your accuracy, and you develop your skill of self-defense fighting with your belt. Then all of a sudden you have one more set of skills to defend yourself with, and you might not be successful. It might be your time, but it's better than just waiting for it, right? It's better than just lying down like a dog in the corner waiting to die to let people kick you to death. I just don't believe in that. So you let me know what you think, though, in the comment section. Is a belt, in your opinion, in your experience, because you may have already had experience, you might have said, yes, 3 guys came at me, I was walking home from work late at night, and one of them had a knife, I whipped off my belt, cracked one guy in the face, hit the other guy in the hand, and the other guy ran away, or whatever. Because I hear these stories all the time, you see videos, it happens, it's a real thing. People can defend themselves with belts and any other tool imaginable. Now, you'll remember a couple years ago that there was a sick predator in New York City, and he walked up behind a lady and grabbed her with his belt, pulled the belt off his waist, grabbed her by the neck, pulled her between two cars, and then did horrible things to her. And so, um, we know the sick bad guys are thinking about using the belt. So since we're the good guys, we want to think about how do we use our belt to stop people like that and to stop other people. So put that in the comment section. How would you use the belt? Is it effective? Should we just dismiss it, toss it in the trash, leave it on our waist? Don't let your pants fall down. And again, if you're afraid your pants are going to fall down, then do something about your gut, or buy bigger pants or get suspenders, like Studer said. Any of those options, any and all. And I have pants because I'm too cheap to buy new pants. My weight goes up and down all year long. And right now it's down because it's hot out and I'm wearing this vest and I'm walking constantly and I quit eating carbs. And so I'm dropped weight. So all my pants are so big that if I pulled off my belt, I might have to pull it up a little bit. But I'd rather not get stabbed and defend myself than worry about my pants falling down. But let me know what you think. Put that in the comment section. Share this video. Let's create this conversation. And, hopefully, and if you've had experience with it, yeah, Sam Brown. Thanks, Doug. If you had experience with it, put that in the comment section too, because I learned so much from you guys. There's so many people that watch these videos who have lived longer than me or different lives than I have. And I learn from you guys all the time. So I appreciate seeing what you have to say about it. Yeah, T says it's a good weapon to always have on you. I'll see you.